Well, hello there, Jefferson Eagles. This is Mr. Bishop again, and it's the start of a new month. And so, what that means is that it's time for a new word of wisdom. So, last month for September, we talked about perseverance. And that was a really important word to start on, especially with us starting up this remote learning again and kind of sticking through these difficult times. And this month, we're going to transition or move into a new word, and that word is tranquility. Tranquility. It's actually one of my favorite words, probably top three favorite words of mine. So, tranquility is basically the act of being peaceful, or the quality of being peaceful, or having peace. And so, peace meaning just that kind of feeling that you have inside yourself when things are going well, you're relaxed, you're calm, um, you feel that happiness just inside your heart, right? And inside your mind. And so, what I want to talk to you all today about in regards to tranquility is just the importance of it and some things that you can do to be tranquil. So, right now, we are living in a time where there are lots of stressful things happening all around us, and we're all experiencing that in different ways. And I used the analogy or the sort of symbol last week with my own students of everyone having a backpack on, right? So, like, everyone has a backpack on right now. And inside that backpack, there are different kinds of rocks, and different sizes of rocks, and different weights of rocks. And we're all kind of carrying that weight around with us wherever we go. Now, they're not literal, actual backpacks with rocks in them. That would be terrible for our backs. But, anyways, we're carrying this weight with us. And so, what do I mean by weight, and what do I mean by rocks? What I mean by that is different difficulties that we're facing right now. So, of course, us all being remote and being kind of stuck in one place for most of the time, that's something that we're carrying with us. You know, when we're going out, we're having to wear masks. That's something that we're carrying with us. We just want to be free. We want to go out and play, but we have to have our masks on, so we still kind of feel jailed up a little bit, even when we go out. Another thing is the fact that we can't spend time with our friends right now, right? That's a weight that we're carrying around, and that can feel really isolating, really sort of lonely, and that's really difficult. There might be other things happening in your life, or other things happening in your home, or things happening with family, whether they're right there with you or somewhere else. And so there's a lot of weight that we're carrying, and we're all having our different experiences with that. And so tranquility, again, is that act of being peaceful and being calm inside of yourself. And the great thing about that is we can create our own tranquility. We don't have to wait for it. So right now you're seeing on your screen these beautiful ocean waves, right? And I wanted to, this is a good symbol of, peacefulness. However, as much as I would love to be actually sitting here right now, I don't have that ability, right? For lots of different reasons. I'm teaching, right? Probably don't have money that's available just right at this time to just get up and go on a plane and take off there. 3, we can't travel right now anyways, right? So, but the thing is as much as you can't go to this place physically, you can look at it like this right now. You can listen to the sounds of it. You can create your own peaceful situations in your life every single day. And the thing is we're at a moment right now where we can choose to do that, or we can choose to not do that and just kind of fill our heads with the stuff that's bad, the stuff that's wrong, and all the things that are stressing us out. And we're really just hurting ourselves when we do that. Sometimes it's hard to avoid it, right? Like, stressful stuff is going to happen to us, and I get that, because stressful stuff happens to me every day, and I know that it happens to you as well. And I would say that we also get to make the choice to be peaceful and to do things that are calming and quiet and make us feel a little bit safer, make us feel more secure, and maybe even make us feel a little bit more positive and more loving. So I have a few examples for you that I want to share of just tranquility here. So I wrote a few of these down. So this one you've probably heard before, but it's really important and it's really true. in times when you're feeling really stressed out or really anxious, or you've got a lot on your plate, a lot in your mind, breathe in through your nose and out through your mouth. There's something actually scientific and physical that's happening there where you are actually calming down your mind. You're calming down your heart and your blood pressure. If it's racing before, it's going to start to calm down then. I'd recommend to do it at least 3 big, deep times, but even just doing it for a few minutes can really change how you're feeling about things. If you're pent up and angry or stressed out or frustrated or whatever, and then you just stop and you take a few deep breaths, it really can change how you feel really quick. Now, another one, I know that for a lot of you, this is not going to be something that sounds exciting, but get organized, declutter. So if you're working in a space or you're hanging out in your bedroom and there's stuff everywhere, this is probably not something that you think about as a kid, because I know that I didn't that much when I was a kid. But when you have that stuff all around you, it in the back of your brain is probably stressing you out a little bit. Just knowing that all that stuff is there all the time. Now, for me, I am totally aware of it. If there's stuff all around the place, I will start to clean it up. I will start to declutter, and then I immediately can tell that I feel better. For you, you might not be able to notice that. However, try it. Try organizing your space. Try, if you have a bunch of papers that are old that you don't need anymore, recycle them, right? If you have markers that are dried out and they're laying all over your desk, throw them out, right? Or recycle them safely. As soon as you start to do that, I guarantee, or I can pretty much almost guarantee that you're going to start to feel a little bit better. And whether you know it at the time or whether you don't know it, just getting rid of some stuff too, like going through your closet. If your closet's a total disaster, right? Going through it, maybe there's some stuff in there that you haven't played with for a few years and you say, hey, mom and dad, can you donate these to Goodwill or some other organization that could use them, right? It makes a huge difference. It really helps you to feel more calm. Another one, listen to calming music, right? So that's a huge one for me, is just going on to, Pandora or Spotify or YouTube or whatever your parents are okay with you using, and finding something, playing something. I usually type in instrumental, so instrumental music, and that just means music without words. So like if I put on music that's like da 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 da, and they're saying a bunch of stuff, I don't feel calm. I feel more stressed out. So if I put on some quiet like harp music or piano music or guitar music, that's a great thing. Another is if you play an instrument. Hold on a second. If you play an instrument, that's a huge one too. And if you don't know how to play one, it's a great time to learn. So last week, I was feeling really pent up and overwhelmed and frustrated and feeling like I had a million things to do, because I did. But you know what? I paused for 20 minutes and I laid on my bed and I just started playing the guitar and I immediately felt better, right? Even just strumming just a few chords. It's just something about giving yourself that time to do that, where you're putting yourself first, can be really rewarding and feel really peaceful and happy. Another one is sensory headphones. Okay, so talk to your parents about this. See if this is something that you could possibly get. But sensory headphones you put on, and it basically blocks out all the outside noises around you. So if you're feeling stressed out or overwhelmed and not peaceful, put those on. It's just like totally muffles everything else. And I know that I use that sometimes just to help me feel a little bit more tranquil. Another thing is just like doing things that you like to do that help calm you down. So I could say a bunch of different examples, but really just tuning into yourself. What do you know about yourself? What do you know that calms you down? Maybe something that you do often, or something that you haven't done in a while that you're like, oh yeah, I remember when I used to take out coloring books, and when I would just do my coloring books, it would really help to calm me down. Like that's one thing. going off into a room somewhere by yourself, if you can do that, just to get away from it all, is helpful. Like I said, playing an instrument, going on a walk with your family or something. So I guess what I'm trying to say is being peaceful can really help us all get through this. And it's a choice that we can make, or it's a choice that we don't have to make. And, I'm talking to you as kids, but also for adults, like, how often do you see, if you're an adult and you're watching this, where you're just clicking, tapping away, and you're looking at the news all day, and then you're looking for the next thing, and then the next thing, and it's like, just throw that thing safely away, not out permanently, but put it somewhere, okay? And just put it down for a while and do something that makes you feel happy and makes you feel peaceful. That's what I started doing last week. So all these things on a list that I kept wanting to do, and kept pushing to the side and pushing to the side. And I just finally started doing them, like recording music and going on walks again. And it's made a huge difference for me. So I'm going to stop talking now. I hope that this was helpful for you. You're all amazing. I hope you have a great week. And with something to think about, this is Mr. Bishop. Make it a great day or not. The choice is yours.